a little motivation for you. A little motivation for you.
What's up, everybody? It's your girl Tiffany. Welcome back to Tips Tuesdays live rehashed. Another Tuesday, so you know that means more inspiration, motivation, and encouragement for everybody. And I am so excited tonight for tonight's episode. Y'all, I keep saying it with this season, it just seems like it gets better and better and better and better. Or in my words, gooder and gooder. I'm just saying. So tonight we have a special guest by the name of Miss Mystic Scott. Everybody welcome her to the stage. How you
Hey,
doing
I'm
tonight?
good. I'm good. How are you?
I am good. I'm good.
That's good. That's good.
I am excited to see where the conversation is about to go tonight.
Yes,
As I
let's
stated
see.
before, we got this inspiration, motivation, and encouragement going on. Right now, I'm gonna allow a few people to get in. I like to take this time to share the show. So
Right.
right now, if you're just tuning in, go ahead and hit that share button. Let me make sure on my end that everything is good because y'all know technology be doing its own thing.
Be taking. Technology be taking.
It- there you go. You know what? You the person I heard that said people be peopling.
Yes, that's me. you, that's the song.
Man.
You know,
And
it
then
says something.
this weekend somebody said God be Godding. I was
Yes.
like, man, we be coming up with some stuff, don't we?
ING. That's all we
Hey.
need.
ING was ING. Oh,
No,
did
I'm
you
saying
just
add
add?
ING to it, and we're
I'm
good.
done.
It's like
Yes,
ING.
yes. Okay. I think everything looked good on my end. So yes, if you were just tuning in, please share. Send out a text, let somebody know, hey, we live, tune in to the podcast. Y'all know how we like to be in the comments clowning.
Right.
As I was telling our guests tonight, we are very transparent and we like to, we just be chilling on this show. You know what I
Right.
mean?
That's good.
But we like to assist and help with each other being better people every day,
That's,
because we're all striving to be better people. So,
we are. We are.
yes, most definitely. So, what I well, first I'm gonna let anybody know that's new to the show. Tips Tuesdays. It started off as an audio podcast, and it now has turned into. Well, we still do the audio part, but this is a spinoff. Tips Tuesdays live rehash, where we bring in guests to give a different perspective on the inspirational topics that are talked about on the audio podcast. And we just really just have fun right here on this platform. We live for Tuesdays. We live for Tuesdays. So for anybody that is just joining us, that is what this show is all about. And I'm just excited. I'm excited because I want to see what her bubbly spirit is about to come up with
Oh
tonight.
goodness. Who knows?
Yes.
Let's see. Look, to God be the glory. Just start saying stuff.
Yes, for real, seriously.
Listen, just
So,
to God.
yes,
uh-huh.
most definitely. So, first, I want you to introduce yourself and
Okay.
let the people know who you are, what you do, whatever you want to say about yourself.
Well, my name is Mystic. I am an ordained minister and I am a Reiki practitioner. I do host Natural Mystic podcast as well. Yeah, I host my podcast. It's basically a mental health podcast, but it also promotes healing and just a deeper relationship with God. So that's what that's who I am. That's what I'm working on. Like I said, to God be the glory forever and always. And so, despite, listening to my podcast, you can probably be like, oh, she's everywhere, but I keep God first. I definitely keep God first. And so, yeah, that's just who I am. I have stickers, look, that says caution, God's work is in progress. So, yeah, just a child of God, wanting to help encourage and help motivate people to just, be better and let them know that it is greater. We just got to keep striving for it. So that's who I am. Also, let me add this as well. I am from the hometown of Jamal Roberts, the American Idol winner. Let's just throw that out there. We got to shout out the city and the state whenever we can. So yeah, Meridian, Mississippi, we're here. And yeah, just blessings upon his life, but just favor on the whole city. So yeah, that's who I am.
Hey, that's what's up, man. It's been a long time. And this ain't about American Idol, but since you mentioned Jamal Roberts,
Listen,
it's been a
who would
long
I be?
time to just actually like follow a show, because it's like, there is so much talent in this world. So much talent in this world.
Right.
And I think American Idol just got to the point where it was just like, what are y'all doing?
Right. Yeah. Seriously.
So this has been the first time that I've actually just followed it. Like I don't
Me
ever
as
like
well.
watch it live, but
Right.
I'm always going back to the YouTube clips, and I'm like, let me see what happened.
Yeah.
So I'm excited for him.
I know. I watched it as well. That was my first season watching it from front to back. I didn't know the concepts of it or anything. However, once we found out, of course, the whole city, we was just behind them, and we've been dedicated. I actually got bored a few Sundays ago because American Idol went off, and I was like, so what am I gonna watch? But yeah, shout out to Jamal Roberts and just the whole city,
Hey, if you so happen to see this podcast, shout out to Jamal Roberts for real.
Support.
Yes.
We got to do that, though. We got to do that,
Yes.
Yeah.
People don't realize how much it is for you to support a person before they get to that level.
So true.
You know what I mean? Because me personally, I'm like, support me now. I was just reading a post a few minutes ago. Support me now, because a lot of people will be like, don't forget me when you get big, and it's like, well, support me now. Some people, they genuinely say that and they are supporting you, but then you have people that just say that and they ain't really like support you.
Yeah.
Support me now, and then
but
you ain't gotta worry about
though, it's crazy that you said that though. Just support me now, because I will be coming up on a year with my podcast on the 28th of this month. I started it last year in June. I know, thank God. But it's so crazy because when I started it, I was my feelings were hurt because I thought that I would get so much more support than what I did.
Oh, yeah.
And so I started to just like become bitter in a sense, and kind of start to, kind of just become standoffish with people. However, I had to come out of that pit and just be like, look, you can't be so obsessed with this. I had to really just dig and be reminded of why I was doing it. You know what I'm saying? And then not get caught up on who's liking or who's not supporting, who's not sharing, because now we losing focus, And to be honest, I don't know how much time I lost doing that. I only been doing it for like a year, but I don't know how much time I lost worrying about stuff that don't even matter,
Right. Yes, that is so true. You definitely can't lose focus. And then another thing with with podcasting, you have to realize, like we're recording this tonight, we're going live tonight, but somebody might see this 5-10 years from now, and you never know who it's going to touch. We're so focused on the now that we don't realize the future of what our purpose is. We can't stay stuck on what's going on right now, because what we're doing now is for later on.
Exactly.
So
we gotta be in the moment, and we will forget about that. But you definitely gotta be in the moment, because guess what? This minute that we just lost, we can't get. You know what I'm saying? So while we
you can't get time back. Yep. So
I'm learning.
Yeah, yeah, it is. It's definitely a learning process. I say if you ain't learning, you ain't living.
Yeah, that's
You
so
know,
true. That's so true.
you have to
It really
always
is.
be learning something. So,
Yeah.
yeah, most definitely. Look, we just getting started. We ain't even started yet. We ain't even
Hey,
started
look,
yet.
I'm here. I'm off tomorrow.
Oh, look, don't say that. Look, we'll end up being on here. Look, people will sit
I'm off
in here
tomorrow.
as
I
long as
listen.
you
I'm
on here.
happy. Listen.
Oh, I'm excited. I'm excited.
Yeah, me
That's
too.
what's
Me
up.
too.
I just been kind of like just chilling throughout the day. Today, usually I'm like doing something right up until, and
Mhm.
so I've just been able to just like chill, like
That's
go
good.
out in nature. Like went to the park today, ate at the park, and
Yes, I love
just
it.
sat and just reminisced on
Yeah.
just God being God. Uh, just in this season of trusting God. So it's
Mhm.
like when you think about where you are in life and you feel like that things are so bad, or they don't even have to be bad, you just you get into a state of which you shouldn't be worrying,
Right.
but you get into a state of how are things gonna pan out, and it's like just take a moment
Right.
and think of all the things that God has done for you, and all
Girl.
of the ways that God has made a way out of no way. Like
Girl.
when
How
I
many
think of the
times?
last like 5 years of my life, I be trying the math don't be mathing. It
Mhm.
don't make
Mhm.
sense.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's like people I don't understand people that don't believe in God. I would have to be in their headspace. But I'm
Oh
just
my
like,
goodness.
for you to not believe, like I don't see why you don't. You
It's
know what I
hard. It's a
mean?
hard
Like,
life
cause
out there. It's a hard life out there.
man, like,
Like I wouldn't even want to do it. Like I can't picture me. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
It's
yeah,
it's hard. I wouldn't want to do it. I was just telling my husband that the other night. I don't know what. I don't know. It was something small, because we counted our joy, but it was something small. And I was just like, dude, like, what would we do? Like, how hard is life for people who don't believe in God and just follow their intuition and just follow their, like,
yes.
how hard is that? He was like, I don't even want to know. Like,
And when
like
there's every inch of evidence that
every inch.
he's God, you know what I mean? Like yeah. But
Yeah, I
we
know.
we we gonna we'll probably
Listen,
get
because we
more
can have
into
a
it with
praise
Mo.
break if you want to. We can
Look,
take a moment.
look, because I'm telling
I
you,
can't say a
I'm
thing.
man. We take things for granted. We really
Yeah.
do. We take
Yeah, we
things for
do.
granted. So,
Yeah, we do.
I mean, just out of nowhere, like it was just me and my husband. We went to the park, we ate, and we just sat and we just chilled and just like listened to silence for a minute. Like first, I
Yeah.
had my music on, but then he
Mhm.
just kind of stopped for a minute and then just
Mhm.
started praying out of nowhere. So it was just like just be in the moment.
Yeah.
And I say
Yeah.
that all the time here on this show. We have to learn to be in the moment and
Mhm.
not so go.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
I think
yeah,
society kind of has trained, oh, I'm going to say trained us, but just being in society and everything and just being on schedules and, of course, social media sped everything up too. So we kind of, fast paced. So I heard somebody say
yeah,
it's a microwave generation. Everybody want
yeah.
everything so fast, but
What's the next thing? What
yeah,
what am
but
I about to do
God don't move
next?
like that.
Right? Because he showed he don't move on our time. He
What?
don't move on our time.
Not our clock. Not our clock.
So, um, yeah, my dad said, "Where is everybody at? Is anybody else commenting in on this episode?" I do notice usually they be in here chiming like, "What's going
It's
on?"
probably me. They said,
And
I don't want to hear that loud girl tonight. Loud.
no,
And
look, they in
it's too
here. I
much.
know. My dad said, "Hey y'all, hey dad."
Hey, Dad. Yeah, they said she's too
But yeah,
loud. So
usually I'm on your personal. So am I not seeing some of them? Oh Lord, let's see. I don't know. We're gonna see here in a minute if some more come in. But anyways, Like I
The
said,
show goes on.
we are 15 minutes in already, and
Yeah.
the conversation is good. Just saying.
Listen. All right. Girl, you know who I look. You do, but you do.
Look, y'all. First, okay, let me tell y'all. Oh, they do it where it's automatically on there. I might need to keep that on there. Cool. Then I ain't got to keep clicking it.
Listen, work smarter. Work smarter.
I don't know what he's saying no to, but anywho. So we ain't met yet, you know. I meet a lot of people that I ain't met, you know.
Right.
I can't remember how I came across your podcast. I don't know if you was
I
in.
believe
Are you in
maybe
the Facebook group?
that's what I was thinking. Maybe in a group. It had to be in a group
Yeah.
because I'm always,
And I
promoting.
probably seen your post. Then I was
Uh-huh.
like, "Ooh, let me check her out." And
Yeah.
so since then, like, I don't get to like. I'm not even gonna say I don't get to. I really don't listen to other people's podcasts a lot,
Right.
like on a consistent basis.
Yeah.
But then when I find one that's good, then I'm
Right.
like, okay, let me put this one on my playlist. So if I do go to a podcast, I can
Right.
listen to that podcast. So
Right.
I came across your podcast and one other podcast. It's another lady. I'm trying to get her on here on this show.
Oh, you will. You will. He's coming.
Man. Yes, but
He's coming.
I ran into yours and I was like, I gotta get her on here. Let me message her and see if
Thank
she
you.
wants to be a part. Cause I'm very like not skeptical, but I'm very picky on who I choose to be on my show.
Well, I'm honored.
Yes, very much, very much. I'm honored to
Thank
have
you.
you.
No, I really do. Thank you. I appreciate it. I really, really do.
Yes.
Yeah, you messaged me, and I was just like, of course, it was a few months ago, but you were telling me that you were rolling out, and of course, you're about your business. So, you
Oh,
started on
yes.
time and everything, and here we are. So, yeah, I
Yes.
really do thank you for that.
Yes.
Yeah,
So
you've been
I'm just
moving.
excited because you on here one time, so don't be surprised if you get another invite. Just say,
Listen, and don't be surprised if I come back.
hey, there we go.
I will. I love it, man. I love it.
Yeah.
You know what though? It's so crazy because man, we're in our heads. We're in our heads a lot. You know, we spend a lot of time in our heads. And so I had been, a guest on a lot of shows, and just the enemy will get in our heads and tell us what we can't do and what don't nobody want to hear, and so I'm just like thinking this morning, I'm just like, man, what am I going to talk about? Is it going? And of course, but it's just that's the comfort of having God, because I prayed and I was just like, well, let's just go. It is what it is. How whatever works out, something will be said to help someone.
Yeah.
So yeah, I had to come out though. We'll get in our head, and I promise you, for me, I'll stay there for a little while. But I came on out today. I did. He was trying to get me.
Yeah. Hey, understandable. And but we are gonna get right into things. I'm about to pull this up because usually I see everybody's comments, and for some reason tonight I don't see everybody's comments. So I'm about to pull it up where I can see it on my other phone.
Perfect.
All right, so not picky particular. Yes, not picky particular. You're right.
Yeah.
You're right. So y'all, I see y'all's comments, but it's not on my platform that I'm seeing the comments. So I don't get to put y'all comments up here tonight. I only see. So if you go over to the Tips Tuesdays page, I will be able to see your comments. I'm seeing the comments on that page, and I'm seeing it on YouTube. Why? I don't know, y'all. But if y'all want y'all's comments to come up on the screen on my end, go to the Tips Tuesday page. All right. So, all right. So we are going to get started with our tradition that we've started, which are the announcement time. It's announcement time. It's time for those announcements. Announcement time. It's announcement time. It's time for those announcements. All right, all right. It's announcement time. Y'all know how we do. Y'all go and stream everything Tiffany on whatever you stream music on TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, um, YouTube, all streaming platforms. Use those TikTok sounds. Use those sounds on Facebook and Instagram. Whenever you're creating your content on social media, use those sounds, y'all. I need y'all to use those sounds. All right. Um, check out the EP, Tiffany. Walk by Faith. I don't know why I read my name like that. Uh, Walk by Faith without you, thank you, and same old praise. Now look right there is a picture of the CD. So for people that bump CDs, still you can get with me and you can get a copy of this CD for $15. We'll work out, sending it to you and things like that. But if you would like to purchase a copy, inbox me, let me know. But you can stream this music on all platforms, all right?
You've been going through some things, been through heartaches and pains. You gotta know that God is there through the fire and the rain. You've gotta keep your head up when life is tough. You've gotta keep your head up. Don't give up. You should walk by faith and not by sight.
You will know everything will be.
Look, I'm over here just like,
Hey.
yeah,
All
jamming,
right,
man.
look.
I
Go
love it.
check it
Super
out.
catchy. Super catchy.
Yes, go and check it out. Go and check it out.
Yes, yes.
Also, hey, as we stated before, the audio podcast, Tips Tuesdays. Subscribe, like, share, and follow everything Facebook, YouTube, Instagram. Spotify is where you can find me, Apple, everywhere that you listen to podcasts, go and check it out and be a supporter of the podcast. Also, check out Riff and Rev on Facebook. That is another podcast that I am a co host of. Check it out. I'm Riff.
And I'm Rev.
And this is the Riff and Rev Show.
And Rev. And
And this is the Riff and Rev Show. All right, so y'all check that out. Also, the Riff and Rev Show, we got a book interview coming up June 21st, 2025 at In His Presence Worship Ministries, which is in North Little Rock. For those of y'all in the Arkansas area, come on out. That is on a Saturday at 6:30 p.m. for Benediction with author Daryl O. Griffin. So the name of the event is Benediction. The name of the book that we are interviewing him for is called Let's Talk About. I mean, not Let's Talk About. It's the Pecking Order. But that will be the book that we will be talking about on June 21st. And also, we got Tiph Promotions. Tiph Promotions. So, what Tiph Promotions is, let me take the busy out of your business. You may be a business or just a small business, big business, whatever business you have. And not all the time do we have time to do all the things that we need to do when it comes to content. When I mean what I mean by content is flyers, business cards, logos, banners, all that good stuff. You need somebody to come in and do that for you. I'm that person, Tiff Promotions. Hit me up right there, that phone number right there, or you can hit up that email for all serious inquiries. Okay. I've been doing a few like promo deals and things like that. We're taking this business and we pumping it up. So when y'all see those promotions out there, go on and get them. Everybody can just throw a flyer together if that's what they want to do. But if you want somebody professional to take that off your hands, hit me up. I'm your girl.
Jack of all trades. When you creative
Right.
and when you're talented, like, hey, that's so
Yes.
great. That's so great.
Everything that you see on this show, as far as graphics and things like that, it's all Tiph Promotions.
That's
so
great.
if you're like, man, what do? You see this show? That's what I do. That's what I do. All right. So, okay. Last but definitely not least, which y'all are going to get tired of me. I made my post today on Facebook. Prepare to get sick of me. Because we are in the voting era of the Music Level Awards that I have been nominated for Tips Tuesdays for Musician of the Year and Female Vocalist of the Year. So what I need y'all to do, I need y'all to go and vote, 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 vote. Check out all the other nominees too and things like that. But I need y'all to show up, show out. It's unlimited voting. So like when you just think about it, just go and do it about 10 or 100 times.
30 times. 10 or 30 times is fine. 10 or 50
A day.
is fine.
A day. And then you ain't got no excuse because I'm about to tell you where to go to vote. So you're gonna go to the musiclevel.awards.com, okay? musiclevel.awards.com, and you'll see their voting ballot. But if you do not remember where to go from there, let me show you something. I love this share screen. Let me show you something. You can go to everythingtiffany.com because we promoting Tiph Promotions right now. This is some of what Tiph Promotions does right here. Y'all see this website, everythingtiffany.com. So everythingtiffany.com is exactly what it says. All my podcasts, all my music, all my promotions, everything is on here. So if you for some reason forget the link to voting, just go to this page and you can click right here for voting. And guess what, y'all? It takes you right to the voting ballot. Okay. So you can vote, vote, vote. You see where let me scroll down to my name. Okay. Female vocalist of the year, Tiffany. Musician of the year, Tiffany. Podcast. Oh, did I make it to it yet or did I pass it? I think I passed it. Yeah, Tiffany. All right. So that's just a sample right there of what y'all need to do when y'all go and vote for the Music Love Awards. And remember to submit your vote. Submit your vote, okay? And let's see. Leave. Okay, can y'all see it through my screen? I'm guessing y'all can still see it.
I about can't see anything.
All right. So also when you go to the website, you can support me by getting a page. I would love for y'all to get a full page if you want to, but anything minimum $10 right there. You see the $10 right there? Congratulatory messages that you can put in this souvenir booklet that will be for the Music Love Awards. Go on there, check out that information. You have until August 5th if you would like to support that way. I would gladly appreciate all of your support because this is a wonderful experience that I get to be a part of. Last year was my first year, and this year I got nominated for 3 awards. So I'm excited about that. But I'm excited for the awards I'm not just
Yay.
excited for the awards. I'm really excited, y'all, because this event is a very it's a God experience. It's a God experience.
Mhm.
The atmosphere is just like praise and worship. It's you yes, you came for nominations and to see if you won the awards, but when you get there, it's not even about that. You get to meet so many people that have the same spirit and like-mindedness that you have. If you have the same mind that they have, you know.
Yeah. Okay.
But it is definitely a powerful move of God when it comes to the Music Love Awards. And I'm just so excited to be a part of it. And shout out to Mama Francis. She is over this beautiful award show. And I think last year was 10 years for the awards. So
Wow.
this is 11 years for the awards. So shout out to
Yeah.
Mama Francis
Yeah.
for doing her thing with this awards and keep on letting God use her in a way of excellence.
Mm.
Because it's
Mm.
not just I mean, like you just go to the awards and it's just something just thrown together. No, it's
Mhm.
excellence from start to finish. I was very impressed when I went. So shout out to Mama Francis. Shout out to Team Sykes. If you know, you know. That's my team leader for the event. So yeah, shout out Team Sykes. She look, Team Sykes might be in here. Let me see. Let me see. Hey, yep, she is. Hey, Miss Sandra. But yeah, so like I said, prepare to get sick of me.
And
Because that's
it's
all y'all
okay.
about to hear
It's
from
okay.
now until July 31st. Oh, did I say that? Voting is all the way to July 31st
Mhm.
and
Mhm.
unlimited. So, like, it was a lady last year. I think she had like 24,000 votes.
Wow.
Yes,
So we need
yes,
to top that. So we need to try to
yes.
top it.
We need to top that.
We need to top that.
We need to top
25.
that.
25
Look,
or better. 25 or better. That's listen. That's
look,
expectations. That's the
hey.
goal. It's out
Look,
there.
yes, there we
Yeah.
go. So
I
if you
got
know
it.
somebody, tell them, share it, all that good stuff. And like I
It's
said,
fine.
on the congratulatory messages, if you would like to support that way, please do so.
Yeah.
Minimum $10. You can be like, congratulations, Tiffany.
Mm-hmm.
Boom. You know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So I'm so excited. We can be talking about that
As you should
all
be.
night.
As you should be. That's a high honor. Like that's really great. And then
Yes.
you not one, but three. That's huge. So it
Yes,
just
and
goes
just
to show
just
you
to
that
be
you working.
acknowledged, just to be
Yeah.
acknowledged, because you
Yeah.
could go for so
Mm.
long doing something all the time, and although you don't do it for the recognition, you would like to be
Exactly. Yeah.
recognized. You
Absolutely.
know,
Absolutely.
even if it's not publicly that you're recognized, it's like you need to know, like somebody might come to me and be like, man, I checked out your show and it really encouraged me, stuff like that. You
Yeah.
love to hear things like that,
Yeah.
and it keeps you going.
It
That
does.
that is what motivates the motivator.
Yeah. 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 That's good. That's
So
good. That's good. That's good. Because we
yes,
need it.
yes,
Because we need it. So yeah, that was really good.
most definitely, we definitely be needing
Girl.
it.
Yeah, I'm not that's a whole different episode. But yeah though.
Yes, the motivator be
Amen.
needing that motivation for real,
Right, we really
seriously.
do.
So
We really do. But congratulations
yeah,
though. That's so huge. And yeah, like you said, just to be acknowledged. But we are going for the win. We're going for the win,
we're
but
going for the win.
it's a beautiful thing to even be there. So yeah, that's really good.
Yeah.
Congratulations. First of
Thank
many. First of
you.
many.
Thank you.
Yes.
So, all right. So, my personal assistant right there, she put that information right there. She put that information right there. So, y'all check that out. And it will be in the comments. So, y'all just scroll down in the comments. You'll see information about that. All right, I think that I covered everything. Another thing on my podcast journey, I'm interviewing some of the nominees for the Music Love Awards. So just check out that everythingtiffany.com and keep up with me so you'll be able to see some of those dates and catch some of those interviews with other nominees. We had the first one yesterday. and we'll have another one next Monday. So
It's gonna
Tips
be
Tips
fun.
Tuesdays is on the move, y'all. We
Yes.
get in
Yes.
there. I'm showing up. I'm being present more. So yeah, like I
Mhm.
said, prepare to get sick of me. Not even just about the nomination. Y'all about to be hearing Tips Tuesdays
It's
everywhere.
okay.
Just
It's okay.
saying.
We putting it out there. We gotta put it out
There,
there.
there we
We gotta put
go.
it
There
out
we
there.
go. So,
Mm.
all right. So that is the end of our announcements. Do you got anything going?
I don't. I'm just out here working. I always say I like to walk with my eyes closed. Every time I plan something out, I guess me and God is not in alignment. I don't know, but I just
Uh,
walk with my eyes closed and let Him lead. Cause I don't
I'm
know.
done.
Every time I do something, so yeah,
I
I
know
don't know.
we be coming up with some stuff. We be what the
It's
old
what
folks
I
say.
wanted it. I
If
wanted it.
right. The old folks say, if you want to make God laugh, tell him your plans.
Exactly. So I just walk with my eyes closed. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm doing, but I know that hey, I'm gonna let God lead me, and we'll
Oh
see.
man.
We'll see.
Hey, just walk by faith and not by sight.
Amen.
Walk by faith and not by sight.
Amen.
That's what we're doing by these days. For serious.
Yeah. For real.
Oh Lord. So oh yeah, somebody asked where can we find your podcast?
My podcast is everywhere. I'm like, oh, it's everywhere. It's not, but it's it's on Spotify. It's on Apple. It's on iHeart. Pandora. It's pretty much on all of the social media sites. I do have a few video episodes on YouTube, but still working on it. I'm still working on it. But for the audio, weekly audio is dropped on those platforms. So yeah, check me out. I talk a lot.
And but it be some good talk. It be some good
Oh,
talk for real.
amen. Likewise, I
I'm gonna
promise you.
tell y'all right now. I'm gonna tell y'all where I done got inspired for these challenges. So you always be saying the homework.
Yeah, girl.
So I changed it up. I look. I took your idea, but we
Come
do
on. It's not mine, it's
challenges.
God's. It's God idea.
And
It's
well,
God's
it was
idea.
definitely inspired. So we do challenges. So speaking of challenges,
Oh
did
Lord.
anybody do their challenge this week?
Was it the
And one
5 minutes?
look, okay, so that was the week before. So we got a new
Okay.
challenge. Yes,
Okay.
we got a new challenge. So last week's challenge is look, let me click over here to see what it was.
Listen, I feel you. I get it.
Because I thought about it, but I didn't do it.
And it's listen, I get it. I promise you, you'll look up and like, oh really? You
I,
too?
I thought about it. I'm like, no, I can't be giving these folks challenges and I ain't did the challenge. Come on
Let me
now.
leave these people
But no,
alone.
the challenge was basically to pick up a good habit that you stopped doing. So, for
Okay.
example, mine that I was going to do, I gotta find
Uh-huh.
my jump rope first. Now I know y'all probably like you can just go get a jump rope anywhere, but I know I gotta find this jump rope because
Yeah.
it counts my jump ropes.
Oh, it's fancy. High tech.
Yes,
That's what it
yes. And so that was gonna be my challenge was to start back doing my jump rope. And
That
so
is so great
yeah,
though.
yeah.
That is so great. I'm sitting back thinking like, I don't know, I'm gonna have to think about that. But that is so great though.
I was doing good. I was doing good with it. Like I had got up to like doing like 1,000 jump ropes and more, just doing it. I'll just
Yeah.
like turn on some music and jump rope.
Right, right.
I ain't a pro jump roper, but
But listen,
just
but you jump
get
roping.
it going, get it going. Hey, I feel good after it be nice hot sweat.
Yes, you can
Feel
feel the
like I
burn.
done lost some calories.
And we're good. And we got a whole workout, you
Exactly.
know?
So something as simple as the jump rope, whatever it
Mhm.
is that you started doing and that you're not doing anymore, that's a good habit. That's the challenge is to pick that back up. So did anybody do their challenge? All snap. Gotta get some time for that challenge. Yes, yes. Because look, y'all, when we come up with these challenges, as I stated in the beginning, we are just striving to be better people every day.
Mhm.
You know, We
That's
live,
it.
we learn, we mess up, we make mistakes, things like that. But if you are forever learning something, then you are living life. You are living.
Mhm.
Oh, so the link to your podcast is in the comments.
Okay, great. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Listen,
Yes, yes.
y'all. Okay.
Shout
I'm
out to
sending.
my assistant.
Shout out to
Yes,
us.
man.
Shout out. I need to
Yes.
God be the glory for her because everybody don't have one and they need one. So I've been sitting here
Look,
pushing this phone up like for 3 years now. Like, oh my goodness, help me. Somebody knows. So if y'all see me, I don't know why. Okay, I told y'all I was crazy.
we're
Listen,
gonna have to get you a tripod, ma'am.
I have my ring light, but I guess I don't use my ring light enough. I don't know. It's
So
starting.
you just need you a standing one for like a desk or whatever, and just you might need to
I
look
do.
into a different type of tripod.
I do. Yeah, look at me. I'm sitting back there. Wait, my husband's not here yet, but as soon as he get home.
Same. I'm done. So
Yeah.
yeah, y'all. We're gonna put that
But thank
challenge
you.
back out there. Yes.
And I'm gonna take a part of that too. I can't, like I said, I don't do really good under pressure, so I can't think of nothing right now. But that is
But you'll think of
beautiful,
something.
and
Yeah.
I definitely, I'm gonna be a part of that as well. I need to sit back and think about it. But
Yes.
intentionality, we gonna
And
get it done.
let me know how it's going and
I
everything like
will.
that.
I
And
will. I
for
will.
you to come back next week and come in the comments and tell us, all that good
You know
stuff.
what, Tiffany? That sounds like a plan because now we family and we just gonna be here on Tuesdays, 9 o'clock.
There you go.
I love
There
it.
you go.
I love
There
it.
you go. Yes. Hey, you look, we are having a good time. We ain't even started on the topic yet.
It's fine. We'll get.
It's cool. It's
We
cool.
all right. We all
So
right.
y'all, I see y'all still hanging with me. So that's
Thank
good. That's
you.
good. We are going to okay. So
Okay.
our next part of the show is going to be what is an inspirational what is an inspirational scripture that's your favorite, that it don't even have to be your favorite, but like it's your go-to.
Okay. It's probably Matthew 6:33. I think all things work together for good for those who love God, who's called according to His purpose. That's really inspiring because we get tired. We get
Yeah,
tired. We don't know if we're doing it right or But like I said, to God be the glory. So with that being said, I know it's gonna work out, and so that's real comforting. I always tell people the Bible is super comforting, when you need it because for somebody I struggle, I have struggled with mental health before, still do sometimes. And so I need that comfort, that love, that reassurance. That man, it's better days are coming. So I got a lot of them, but that one is really kind of, real good for me.
one of you. Yeah. Okay, all right.
But you
All
know
right,
what though?
so
I'm gonna look. I'm sorry before you go. I heard Galatians 6:9 on one of your other episodes.
mm-hmm.
Somebody else said that, and that's tough too. That one is tough too. So yeah.
Galatians 69. Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Be not
All
weary
right,
and well doing.
man, because you be wanting to faint.
Listen, but you won't. Faint not. You're gonna reach. So yeah,
You
that's
gonna
that's
feel like you go faint, but you just don't faint.
Moses.
Don't faint.
God, get your people. Like
Man. Because life
oh
be
man.
life, and as you said,
Yes.
people be peopling.
At the highest degree, like I promise.
People be peopling. I
We just
promise.
gotta
I heard that episode. I was like, people be peopling.
listen. That's the nicest
That's
way. That's grace.
that's
That's grace.
deep. That's deep, man. Because people be peopling. They
Yeah.
will push every last button that you got.
Yeah. 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 I've been
Man.
learning. I don't know if you're familiar with. Okay, don't ignore me. Just don't even because I was gonna
Why
start
am I
talking.
ignoring
I was
you?
gonna. No, I was just gonna say
Go
like
with
this
it.
about energy healing. Energy is so important, and people don't
Mm-hmm.
realize it. If I would have came on here like come on, let's hurry up. You would have been like, what's up? You know what I'm saying? But energy, you can
Right.
feel energy. And so, yeah, we just
And with
gotta.
anything you need, you always this goes all the way to in church and things like that.
Mhm.
You know, people that come right in. You know, I'm over my praise team, and I
Mhm.
tell them all the time, like we can't just be like running in here and then just getting started. We got to get ourselves together. You know,
Yes,
so that's
yes.
what that you do. You
Right.
know,
Right.
you gotta
Absolutely.
take your time and transitions. I'm a
Yeah.
transition person. It need to be
Mm-hmm.
smooth,
Mm-hmm.
you know.
Yeah.
And not every day is gonna be a good day. So it's like, okay, let me get myself together. Let me collect my thoughts.
Right.
Take a little moment and then go into whatever it is that's next,
Right.
for that day.
Right.
So
Yeah.
definitely on the energy,
Yeah.
definitely.
You gotta sit back and just woosah and just like be
Beast.
still for and just pick up and observe. But we got discernment anyway, so we can discern. We use that with everything, and that energy is no different. You can discern.
Most definitely.
If the end of the vibe is off.
And you
You know.
gotta ask God for that discernment. But a lot of
Yes.
times you gotta be in communication and relationship with God in order to get that discernment.
Absolutely.
Just for throwing
Absolutely.
that out there.
Yes. 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 I mean, without girl, without him, we can't do it. Nothing was made
Can't,
that was made. So I mean, we can't do
can't.
anything. We can't do
Yeah.
anything without him. But it's a beautiful thing. It's a blessing to have God in your life. I always thank God a lot of times for my mind, because we got the mind to follow him and just be about his business. And so I thank God for that, because people just be out here acting like they wake themselves up. And we know
What you
better than that.
said,
So
what you
I thank
said,
God for everything.
we take it for granted. As we
Yeah.
said in the beginning, we take it for granted. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
All right, so we're gonna get to this wheel. I seen somebody in the comments say, bring the wheel out.
Oh goodness, I'm sorry. We
I
talking too
might
much.
need to
Keep
do a
playing
sound
Bible.
like that.
It's
Bring the
me.
wheel out. All right, so let's go. Let's sing this
Okay.
wheel. Y'all, I had to redo my wheel because my stuff was tripping this week. All right, so let's see what we got.
Ah,
You gotta keep going.
oh goodness.
You gotta keep going is the first topic. And I'm gonna let you go with this topic right here. And I'm gonna
Oh
piggyback off of you.
goodness. Well, when I first just what I thought about, well, what I thought about when I just read that is you got to keep going, and not trying to make anyone sad or anything. But 2023, I experienced a lot of deaths. A
Oh, I
lot of
feel
deaths. We had like 4 deaths, and one of them is my mother-in-law. Was my mother-in-law, and so 2023, I was kind of on autopilot. Like, nothing's funny. I don't want to go anywhere. Like, and also in 2023, just I lost my church home. The church that I was going to, I ain't gonna say I lost it. It didn't burn down or anything, but I ended up leaving. And so
oh
2023 was a tough year for me. I did not know if I was coming or going. I didn't know, but God is such a comforter that he allowed me to come out. He gave me grace. He gave me time, to water. He gave me time to water, but he also picked me back up and pushed me to just keep going for others. And so that's what I thought about when I say you got to keep going. But just as far as life, we can't be satisfied. We can't get too comfortable in the life, because I've been kicking my wheels in the dirt, going nowhere fast for
hmm
the last 10 years, and you'll get to a point where you're tired of doing the same old thing every day, and you just want to change. And so when you got to keep going, what I think about is just changing, constantly evolving, constantly growing. You're never too old. That whole you being stuck in your ways and I am who I am and think that is that's an excuse. That's an
Mm.
excuse to continue to do what you want to do and be comfortable. Because when you change and keep going, it seems to be unfamiliar. It seems to be uncomfortable. But we have to step out of our comfort zone sometimes, and we know that God promised us better, but we
Yes.
know that faith without works is dead. So we got to keep going, to continue to just be the best version of ourselves. I mean, we all
Most
great
definitely.
people. We all great people. We all love God. We got good hearts and all that. However, it's so much stuff that I realized this with myself over the last year. It seemed like every time I made an episode on my podcast, I would be tested on what I was saying. And so when I'm talking about, I don't know, patience, when I'm talking about patience that
Woo!
week, it seemed like I am tried with nothing but patience. And
Man.
so, but we got to keep going. We got to keep going. We can't be depressed. I've been depressed. We can't spiral down. We got to spiral up. And sometimes, we just got to be still and talk to God honestly, being honest with him, humbling yourself. And he gonna pick you up. He gonna pick you up from wherever you are. He ain't, he's gonna do that. That's a no-brainer. So we just gotta want to. My word for the year is intentionality.
Yeah.
We just gotta be intentional.
Most definitely on the intention.
Yeah.
Anybody following the
Yeah.
podcast, y'all know I'm always saying you got to be intentional about the things that you do, the things that you say. Like otherwise, you're just saying and you just doing stuff. Like
Yeah.
for what?
And time is still moving.
Yes, yes. But I
I'm
like
real
what you
big on
said.
time.
Look,
I'm
I
real
like
big on
what you
time.
said. Oh, look, I man, don't get me started on time.
Like not tonight, not in this sense, time, but time.
Look, don't get me started. I'm a stickler about time
Mm-hmm.
because, like you said in the beginning, you can't get time back. You know what I mean? And being intentional and respectful of people's time. Like if we were just if that was just a nugget the one only nugget that you had, like that
Yes.
nugget could go so far. Because
Yes.
a lot of
Yes.
people waste a lot of people's time.
Yeah.
Especially not being intentional, just doing things.
Just
But if we
not
were
being mindful.
intentional, we wouldn't waste as much time.
And that's with everything. That's with everything. I tried not to get so wrapped up in time because at one point I had a schedule with time on it, and it was getting real
Yeah.
bad.
And I hate being late for things. I've always I've always said like people that are like late for church all the time. I'll be you know what? If the rapture came,
Baby.
if Jesus came at the time the church start, a lot of people would miss it.
Listen. Oh
That's
my
all I'm gonna
goodness.
say on that. They would miss it. They would miss it because
Yeah.
it's like some people. It's like they gotta not be on time.
Yeah.
Like if they on time, it kills them. And I'm like, just be
I
on
can't do it.
time.
What they say, fashionably late, No.
Fashionably late because
Oh my
they've
goodness.
used it. They've turned that into an excuse. As
Yeah,
we were
yeah,
talking about
yeah,
the excuses.
yeah.
Yes, most definitely.
My
But back to
bishop would
what you
always
said.
say that everything is indecent and in order. And
Exactly,
so,
exactly. And
so,
that's how I was brought up. So it's
hmm
just in me. It's
yeah,
just
yeah,
in me to be on time.
yeah.
Like if you knew the church van was coming at 8:45, you better be
Not
coming
the
out of
church
there.
van. See, we
Huh.
showing out that nigga. See now, they know how deeply rooted we are in the church van. Yes, I remember it. I
You better be coming on out of there.
Yes,
Or you
blow
will get
twice.
left.
Yes, blow
You
twice, and
will
that's
get
it.
left.
That's
I'm telling you.
it.
So that's the way that I was brought up. So that's just how I am on
Mhm.
time. Like
Right.
like if church started at 11, I'm trying to at least leave the house by 10:20. Now I'm not that far from the church, but by the
Mhm.
time I get to the church, you
Mhm.
know, I'm
Go
trying to be there before
right.
time so I can
Don't
get
want to
myself
rush in or run
together.
in.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah,
I hate that.
Yeah, I
So
get it. I get it. I get it.
it's even worse when they set the time to be there and they late. Oh, oh, oh.
I missed it. What
She
was
said
it?
it's even worse when they set the time to be there and they late. People
Ooh,
waiting, annoyed.
child,
Hashtag annoyed. Yes. Yes.
child.
Look,
I'm gonna just look off.
we gonna get off that time. See, I
I'm
told
gonna just
you.
look off because
Look,
look,
I told you with that time.
yes, yes, yes. But that's all right though. That's all right.
Yes, look, she said I'm a stickler on time. I am very much, very
I
much.
am.
I
Yeah.
learned from the best. I learned from the
Yeah.
best.
Oh man.
So we gotta keep going. Um, you mentioned that you was talking about patience.
Mm-hmm.
If
Yeah,
I
I saw that kind of
learned
moved you a little bit.
if I learned anything from my pastor,
Mm-hmm.
the first thing on that list would be
Uh-huh.
to not pray for patience.
Mm. That's
Never
good though.
pray for patience.
Yeah.
Because like you said, the things that you pray for, the things
Yeah.
that you ask for, you're gonna be tested by
Yes.
those things. So
Yes.
I will never,
I never
ever
listen, that's good though.
pray for
Yes.
patience.
Ooh, child. Ooh,
I
child.
don't even think I want to talk about patience because
Overrated. No, I'm
I
just playing. I'm just...
I don't want to be I don't want to be tested because it's the same way for me. It's like I'll do an episode, say I'm talking about um not being negative, not
Ooh,
complaining, and it seemed like soon as that episode released, all them buttons pushed for me to complain,
yes.
try to
I get it
complain. It's like,
though.
oh, but you was just talking about this.
Right. Right.
You're not doing what you're not doing what you preach.
But you know what though? But that just goes to show you just the power of words. And we got to really pay attention to what's coming out of our mouths because,
Man,
like, yes, we are going to be tested. Like, it's being sent out, that the vibrations are sent out. So, I mean, now what you going to do? Are you about that business that you saying? Or are you just
are
out
you
here
just
talking?
talking?
Yeah, are you just talking?
Because you ain't intentional about what you're saying.
Girl, yeah. So
Look, it's come back to the intentional.
yeah, it's tough though. I've learned a lot in this last year, and just with keeping going. There's been times where I'm just like, listen, man, I don't like, I didn't know I was gonna have to do all of this. I didn't know how I was gonna have to go through this because listen, you have to think about it. Like I went to church. I was in church for well, of course I grew up in church, but this last stint, I was in church for like 6-7 years, like heavy. And when I stopped, kind of felt lost a bit, because I didn't know like what was going on. But in it all, I left, I ended up leaving the church, but God didn't leave me, I didn't leave God, and so I got to keep going. Even though I'm not preaching in a church, I was, preaching behind the pulpit, going to other churches and all that. Even though I'm not doing it traditionally anymore, still got to keep going. You still got to
Yes.
find a way to revamp or, and then seek God's approval. You got to listen for God because, when I started this podcast, I didn't know, but I prayed about it with everything. And God tell me yes and no. He tell me no, on some things. So that's how I know that I'm going in the right direction because he ain't stopped me. I listened for his voice, and we got to listen for his voice, but he hadn't stopped me. I just got to keep going. Why are you laughing? Wait.
I'm looking at the comment. Hold up.
Oh, okay.
Where is Mystic? I don't remember. I noticed it's daylight.
Oh, it's not daylight. This is my backdrop. Sorry, girl. I started to go get a new one today, but time was not on my side.
Oh,
And so,
Jesus.
thanks, Crystal. Oh my God. No, just
Look, she notices everything.
dang,
Everything.
Crystal. Oh
And
my
it's
God. No,
gonna
just playing.
throw
I love
her
you. I love
off. She over here, she probably like, where she say she from? Is
you.
it dark there? Is it
Girl,
light there?
no,
What's
I'm in
going
the
on? What
other
time is it
country,
there?
Girl, it's tomorrow over here.
Hey, I
It's
have had an
tomorrow.
episode. I have had an episode where a guest was in Thailand.
Oh
Thailand is
wow.
was 19 hours ahead of us.
Oh,
So
wow.
at 9 o'clock, it was like noon there.
But that's good, though, you know.
Yeah,
worked
so
out.
she was showing us like we had nighttime behind us, and she was showing us
Mhm.
it's daytime.
Listen, I really was gonna go. Oh my God, now I gotta explain myself. No, I really was gonna go. No, I just time was not on my side, man. It was a
I'm
long
done.
day.
I'm done.
I started to
I'm
drink some
done.
coffee before this podcast. I really did, but I did.
Look,
So
she said
girl,
that's why I'm Tiffany's assistant. I gotta pay attention.
girl, listen,
She pays attention to everything.
MVP status. That's what she is. That's what she is.
Man,
She's an MVP.
Get you a crystal. Get you a crystal, but you can't have mine.
Yes, get you a crystal. You need to put that on the shirt, girl.
Up.
Get
Put
you
that
a
down.
crystal. Listen, that's good. That was
Crystal.
really good. I like it. I like it.
They're gonna be like, what? Crystal.
Don't worry, catch
That's
up. See, you
funny.
need to catch up.
Hey, be like, if you know, you know.
Exactly. You know, if you've been there, you know.
Like she said, it looks very realistic. It's a nice background.
Thank you, Crystal. Thank you. I really was. And I was, it's so crazy because I'm not fooling with y'all tonight, man. Anyway.
Hey, I told you.
This is great, though.
Have fun. I told you.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, you did. Yeah, you did. Yeah,
most definitely. Yeah. Let's get into one more topic.
Okay.
Let me hit the right button to go to the wheel though.
Fine.
All right, here we go.
And I told you earlier, but the whole wheel idea is super cool. You so creative, man. You really are creative.
Hey, look,
I be trying to.
I told you I'm a transition person. I had jars, and for a long time that worked, and I don't know what ended up happening to my jars.
Yeah.
But, so I just came up with the wheel, and it's very convenient.
Super cool. Super
if
cool.
If I ever have the wheel, then I'll just go back to the jars.
Right.
All right, so let's see what we got.
Okay.
Technology is so fun.
It is super convenient.
You know what? It says never give up. I don't want to do that one. I want to challenge you. So let's spin it again.
Mm-hmm.
Woo!
What is it?
Better late than never. Better late than never. So look, let me tell you, with this topic, I literally came up with this topic on the spot on a Tuesday because I almost didn't do an episode that day. And I was like, you know what? It's still Tuesday. I mean, I'm used to, the night before, write my episode, record it, have it scheduled to release on Tuesday.
Right.
But now I got to thinking to myself, I'm like, it's still Tuesday.
Right.
So it's still a Tips Tuesday.
It's
but
still,
even on a Monday, it's a Tips Tuesday. And on a Wednesdays, it's a Tips Tuesday.
That part.
It's whatever it's going to be because it's still Tips Tuesdays, whether it's on a Tuesday or not. And so with this episode, the Better Late Than Never, I just wanted that to be inspiration to somebody that, it might not happen when you plan it to, or it may not happen when you think that it should happen, but when it happens, it's better late than never.
That's so great.
That's so great. I've been writing on books for years now, and anybody that's been following me, y'all know I've been talking about it for the last 3 years. But when it's published,
because it's coming.
It's better late than never.
Yeah, I love it.
But whatever it is in life that you feel like, oh, I ain't did it in this amount of time. No, go back to it, shake the dust off, blow the dust off, get back to it. Get back to it.
Right.
Better late than never. If God put it on your heart to do, then you need to be doing it. You need to be finding the time to do it. And 10 times out of 10, you ain't got to find the time. You already got the time. You just ain't utilizing the time right.
That is so good. That is so good.
Episode coming soon on that.
That's so good. That's so good. That's so good. Like, don't forget that. That's really good. When I'm sorry. No, go ahead.
No, go.
No, you go.
No, I was just gonna say, because we make excuses that we don't have the time, you know, and it's like, when you think about it, I talked about it in today's episode. When you think about it, I said distraction, don't allow the distractions to turn into excuses. And I mentioned about how we just sit there and we're just scrolling on social media. We just on our phones. We just on our phones. That time that we just sitting there on our phones, could you imagine what you could be doing? Could you imagine what you could get done if you just wasn't just imagine how much time we waste.
Aimlessly scrolling.
Yes. So that's all I was gonna say. Add to that.
No,
Girl.
And just to piggyback off what you said earlier about just don't worry about if you started and stopped it or how long it's taking. When I say think about better late than never. I want to just say get out your head. I said that on one of the episodes, like your mind is the most expensive place to live. So don't live there for too long. So don't be in your head. And I'm talking to myself as well. I think that I had childhood issues with like being accepted or something. And so it's still in me as an adult. And see, that's another thing my podcast is about, is digging to see what's the root cause of what the issue is. You know, you're jealous, but you're jealous because you didn't get a Barbie doll for your 3rd birthday. You know what I'm saying? So it's digging, but
some
get out your head.
Stuff.
Yeah, get out your head. Don't spend too much time there. And the devil loves confusion. You know, he's the author of confusion. He loves division and everything. So he can divide yourself from you, if that makes any sense. You know, he's trying to divide you, you know, and within yourself, and thinking that you can't do this or you can't do that. So don't worry about time. Comparison is the greatest thief of joy. You know, so don't worry about what everybody else is doing. Man, just focus on you. I'm learning that. I'm still unlearning so many things that I've grown up with, you know, and so many insecurities that I still have to deal with as I'm healing, you know. But just don't let your mind play tricks on you. You know, don't spend too much time. It's never too late. It's never too late. God sees you, and He knows, you know, He knows how you are. He knows you. So I just suggest people to just continue on with whatever it is. I don't care if you didn't make it when you was 20 or 30 or 40 or 50, 60. Like, it's always time for God to use you and for your life to be glorified and just to be great. So I'll say, get out your head, man. Don't let anything stop you. And I don't care how late it is. You know, it doesn't matter what, you know, like I said, don't compare yourself to anybody else, because you're special, you're one of a kind, you know, and nobody's like you. So, you know, don't worry about them, because it's apples and oranges. You know, we are all so different. So, but we're all talented and we're all blessed. So I would just say, man, just get out your head. That's you know, don't spiral down. If anything, spiral up to God. And it don't matter if nobody supports you. It don't matter if your parents, your siblings, your spouse, I don't care, because they don't have a heaven or hell to put you in anyway, you know? And listen, it's about you and God, your relationship with God, and it's gonna get God, he moves so fast. He moves so fast. So I would just suggest people to just get out your head and seek God, because he spoils me. Spoiled rotten I am, you know. It's so, and I'm just talking about and people think about rich. I'm not talking about rich. I'm talking about, I thank God for my mind.
Hey, that's rich there.
Exactly. You know, I promise you, I just thank God for my heart. Like, you know, and so we just gotta change up our mind frame, but don't ever think it's too late though.
I can't put this comment up there, but I don't know why some of these comments ain't showing. My husband said, unless it's my mama's food or my mother-in-law's desserts, I'm gonna compare every time.
Listen, now we're not talking about food, because I'm a foodie, I'm a Taurus. Listen.
I can't
I
with
love
him.
food. I love it. But yeah, man, just people, I can't take us serious.
Hey,
We
then
gonna find a
my
way to laugh and clown, but that's good though.
right.
Yeah, that's
My
good.
dad said digging is an island we all need to visit.
Yeah, because
We all need to visit.
I didn't even know. I was just saying it in front. I was like, I guess I got some instant. Like I don't even know. You just always finding things, But that's what it's about. We gotta heal. We gotta heal because ain't nobody gonna heal for us. Nobody's gonna heal on our behalf. Don't nobody care
Right.
how we feeling for real, you know. And so
Right.
we just
Yeah.
gotta.
We just, oh, how you doing today? Oh, I'm fine. Do you really care?
Yeah. And do you know that that's the most lie? I mean, well, that's the most I don't know how I'm gonna say this. That's the question that has the most lies. How are you
Yeah.
doing?
That's
People
the
say I'm good,
biggest lie that anybody could tell. Is that
I'm good. No, it's a whole
right.
slew of stuff going on. But you know,
I'm with you on that. I'm with you
mhm,
on that.
yeah,
We just do it just because it's been taught,
I'm good. But
so
yeah,
it's like, but really, are you? Like some people, I'll ask them how they're doing, and they'll be like, "Oh, I'm good," and I'm like, "No, but really, are you
yeah,
good?"
because you
Like,
can feel that energy. You
I'm
can
not
feel
trying to
it.
be in your business.
Yeah.
I don't have to know whatever it is that's going
Mhm.
on. I'm really asking, are you good? You
Right.
know.
Right.
Well, and then they'll get into a spiel, and it's like, yeah, I know. I don't
Exactly.
know, but I
But
know.
yeah, yeah, and they needed you, and they
Yeah,
needed you.
yeah.
So yeah,
So yeah, be intentional even in the things that you ask people.
yeah, yeah.
That I mean,
That's
we're back to that intentional.
yeah,
Be
yeah.
intentional in everything that you do. Don't just
Mhm.
do things was it haphazardly,
Mhm.
just
Mhm.
because it's the thing to do, it's the thing to say in the moment. Be intentional
Yeah.
about that. And another thing that will help you to be intentional is by you having a relationship with God, by you having that communication with God. I mean, I've heard people say, and I want to get to this point where I just ask God about everything.
Mm.
They're like, well,
Mm.
God, you want me to go left today or you want me to go right? Like I
Walking
want
with
to
my eyes
I
closed.
want to get to that level. You know what I
Right.
mean?
Right. Right.
So where I'm asking God about, that's extreme, but you get the
Mhm.
point. It's like in everything that you
Right.
have
Right.
going on in life, it's like, Lord, I'm putting you first in
Yes.
everything,
Mhm.
no matter
Mhm.
what it is. What do
Yes.
I need to eat? Do I need to eat this today? Like,
Listen, are we
you
seeking him
know,
first? Are we seeking him first?
some of us ain't thinking them first because we afraid of what he gonna say. And then
Woo,
some of us be hearing and
bossy.
we just acting like we deaf.
Woo, girl. Woo,
Just
girl.
saying.
Listen,
Just
that's
saying.
the old mystic. That ain't the new mystic.
Man.
That's the
Man.
old
Some
me.
of
That's
some of us
ouch.
acting like we deaf. Oh no, God, that ain't what you nah.
Listen,
I,
I'm
I
fixing to
hear
go
you,
at
but
this point because
I
now
hear
you're
you,
talking
but
about.
that ain't what you meant. That ain't what you meant. I'm gonna go over here, I'm gonna do this instead.
Listen, I.
Yeah. Then you
That's
gotta
why I said
come
I
right
walk with my
back.
eyes closed. I don't know. I don't even know anymore.
Then you got to come right back, and it's like, well, if you had done what I said in the first place,
That is so true
you
though.
wouldn't be down this road right here,
Wasting time.
wasting time. We back on time. We on intentional,
I'm telling
like we
you.
hitting it tonight.
Yes, I promise you, but we have to though, because I'm telling you, man, we ain't getting younger. We ain't getting younger. And it seems like the older we get, the more
Faster time goes.
I promise you, I looked up and yeah, it's crazy, but we have got to we better. I just
Good.
really I just hate the that term that we're old and we're stuck in our ways or I'm just like this. And no, you're not. Like we are so much better. And we finna wrap this up. I know we've been here for a while, but I just want to say this before
Hey,
we go.
gets
I
gooder
just
and
want to say
gooder.
this. The way we respond to people, the things we worry about, of course, the things we eat, but our stress levels, it's so much that plays a part into your mental health, your physical, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's so much stuff that we can do if we stop stressing so much, if we stop worrying so much about stuff, then you know, we won't have heart problems, and it's all connected. It's all
Yeah.
connected, and we shouldn't just be okay with not being the best version of ourselves. I'll say it like that. You know, we shouldn't be okay with it, you know, but we I know we can do better because greater is in he than is in the world. And so we, you know, we
Right.
know this stuff, but yeah, we just we have to be more mindful of how much we worry, how much we stress, because 85% love sex, but 85% of the things that we worry about never even happens. 85% of the things we worry about don't even happen. So, and I think they said that like out of the 15%, like the 15% that does happen, once it happened, 80% of it or 80% of those people seen that it wasn't even that bad. So the moral of the story is all that worrying that we be doing, first of all, is not gonna happen. And even if it
Right.
does happen, we got it. Like, you know, and so we just stress and worry about bills and just so much stuff that is taking a toll on our health. And now we
Yeah.
worrying while we have heart problems or while we, you know, we just got to take care of ourselves all around, not just going to the gym, you know. So
Yeah.
it's
Physically, mentally,
yeah,
spiritually, all of that. The total
mind,
person.
body, and soul, the Trinity, like
Yes.
all of it. Yes,
Yeah.
we
For
got to take
sure.
care of it. We just can't ignore this part and take care of this part, man, and we'll go down. So yes,
Most definitely. And
yes,
what you said importantly, like we have to take care of ourselves. We have to I always say love ourselves.
yes,
We have to love ourselves first,
yes,
you know,
yes.
because if we don't love on ourselves, if we don't pour into ourselves, how do we expect to pour into others? And then when you pouring into others, what you pouring out?
Girl, you better shut
You
up
you
because that's
pouring you pouring out depression, you pouring out
listen,
anger, you pouring out
listen,
anxiety, you pouring out,
child.
you know what I mean? Like
Girl, I
you have
got
to
so
be
loud.
careful
I'm
with the
sorry.
thing. You have to be careful
Girl,
with the things that you are pouring into other people.
I'm telling
You
you,
know,
so
what you
serious.
pouring from?
I'm telling you, I'm listen, it's so crazy. I know a person who's just always, they got a lot of friends and they're always just, they got something going on. Their mood is never, and I was just telling her, like, girl, it's probably because I didn't tell her like this, but I kind of insinuated that, you know, you got to be careful about who you deal with, what they have going on, because again, bringing it back to energy and all of that, the depression, that's energy. If I would have came on here crying for this podcast, like it would have threw the whole mood, and you like, what, you
Yeah, it would
know?
have been a
So
whole different type of
I'm
episode.
coming on here throwing my depression and my anxiety, like, you know. So it's
Yeah.
really real, and we really like, yes, girl, that was a mouthful. That was really, yeah,
Man,
yeah,
man. I
that was crazy.
seen a person, it was a TikTok. And you know, we gotta be careful when we scrolling and
Yes,
all of that
ma'am. Yes,
too.
ma'am.
But it was a TikTok and it was the sound where is my anxiety.
Uh huh. Uh huh.
Well,
Right.
this person it started the sound, but then when it got to the anxiety part, she cut it off and she was like, I'm not speaking it over myself, you know, and she went on
That
this
part.
rant. And I'm like, we gotta be like that
Yes.
in life. You know what I
Yes.
mean? That goes down to the people always say, be grateful for the people that surround you,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
that truly surround you, because
Right.
people can be around you all the time, but the people that
Right.
surround you are the people that pray for you, the people
Yes.
that you can call on anytime, the people that
Mm-hmm.
if you got a problem, it's like, hey, you know, they not just giving you any old advice,
Yeah.
but
Give
then
you good,
they're praying
solid
about the
doctor and
situation
like,
for you. You know what I
yeah.
mean? You know, well, I don't know about that subject, but let me get back to you. Let me see what I can come up with to give you
Right.
some good advice, you know,
Yes.
not just giving you any old, oh well, I would do this if I was you.
If I was you.
You know, like I done been there before, and let me tell you what I did. You know, it's
Yes.
like, you know, you have to be careful of the people that are around you,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
and be grateful for the ones that surround you.
That's so
I don't,
good.
I don't, I don't want any and everybody around me.
That's so good.
You know what I mean? Like at one point in life, I used to be like, man, I ain't got no friends. And, you know, I used to be down about that. But
Right.
now, then I got to the point where I was like, well, I'm glad I ain't got no friends. But then I got to the point where I would put that wall up to where when there were good friends, I got this wall up, But at some point, I don't know when the wall came down, I began to get friends that were for me, because
Right.
everybody ain't for you. Everybody
Solid.
ain't for you. Everybody they might be in your ear. They might, every time they see you, they might be smiling in your face and things like that. But not everybody is for you. Some people they
Absolutely.
jealous. They jealous. And for what? I've never understood that. I'm like I've had people like fall out of my life.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, what did I do?
Yeah.
But it was like, you didn't do anything. You was
Right.
you.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're
Yeah.
you.
Mm-hmm.
And they obviously expected something different, or for me to be another way.
Right.
And
Right.
it's like,
Right.
no, I'm real on the phone. I'm real in
Mm-hmm.
person. I'm
Mm-hmm.
real wherever I
Right.
go. I'm the same person. So,
Yeah.
but until I got to the point where the people around me, they were actually for me. It's like,
Mm-hmm.
okay, like you kind of be on edge, because
Mm-hmm.
it's like
Mm-hmm.
you're used to people rejecting you, or
Right.
you're
Right.
used to
Right.
people acting funny with you. So it's like,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I can really call them my friend,
Right.
because usually this happens around this time, and you
Mm-hmm.
know but I've learned to embrace, but still have a spirit of discernment
Yes.
of the people that are that surround me.
Right. 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 You
And I
have
keep
to.
my circle small.
Yeah. You have to.
Everybody ain't for you.
Right? Yeah, I mean, they'll
Everybody
smile and
ain't for
you'll
you.
think so, but yeah, man, God will definitely expose people. He will expose people, or he'll expose the situation. He'll
Yes.
expose it, and then
Yeah.
you will see that, hey, well, maybe I don't need to be going, this way. I need to, stray this way and stuff, and you just don't
Most
be mad when
definitely.
God remove people, because look, He knows best.
Yes.
He knows best.
Yes.
So listen, don't
Cause
fight for
it's
no foolishness.
man,
Don't be fighting for no
man.
foolishness.
Cause it's seasons and reasons.
Yes, I
Seasons
love it.
and reasons.
I
I
love it. I
watch a
love
lot
it.
of I watch a lot of divorce court.
Okay,
If you
look, hey, if it makes
look,
sense, it makes sense.
hey, you get some good information on divorce court,
Yeah,
so
I
don't
listen. I
knock it.
had to.
Look, I've been married oh Lord, 16
Oh
years
Lord.
now.
Oh Lord.
I've been married 16 years.
Yeah, I love the
Um
16.
I think it was my brother that said, he was like, watching things like divorce court, it's like marriage therapy. Because you learn what to do
Yeah.
and what not to do.
Right.
And it's like,
Right.
you would think, why are you watching divorce court all the time? You trying to get a divorce? No.
I just
And
listen.
sometimes you see, what? We ain't got it that bad. We
I
got it
know it.
good.
They thought we were crazy. No, we got this. We're good.
We
Actually.
cool. We
Yeah, we're
cool.
actually great.
Yes. So yeah, I get that seasons and reasons from
That's
divorce
good.
court. That's with Star Jones.
That's great. That's great.
Seasons and reasons, but that's even biblical too.
Yeah.
There's a
Yeah.
time for everything.
Yeah. Yes, yes, yes,
A
yes, yes,
time and a
yes.
season for everything.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
And some
Yeah.
people
Yeah.
they done run up that time and on to the next season,
Yeah. Yeah.
wherever they gonna go. Sometimes we lose people and it's for the better.
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
know,
Yeah.
and not physically, just they
Right.
just
Right. It's
they
okay
wasn't
though.
for you.
If it's the time, like you said, if it's the time, then it's the time. We can't argue with God. We can't argue with
Yeah,
God.
yeah. Pray
No.
versus pray. Yes, yes. Get you
Mhm.
some friends that's gonna pray
Yes.
versus pray. I have been saying it. See, look, hey,
I love it though.
pray. That's gonna PRAY for you, not PREY on you.
Oh,
Them the ones that just like they just want to know what's
I
going
love
on
it.
because they being nosy.
Yeah.
Oh, girl,
Yeah.
what's going
That's
on?
yeah.
You know,
Meanwhile, but
they don't.
girl,
They not really intentional about what
yeah.
their
With
motives
the
is different. You
people,
know,
people be people, and.
people be people
I
in.
can promise you, it covers such a that's such an umbrella. That's such an umbrella.
It is. It is. It say when God removes people from your life, Elsa, let it go. Let it go.
Woo wee!
Some people are just meant to be acquaintances. We don't have beef with each other, but we don't kick it tough either. And that goes to one subject that I used to say all the time. We have to learn how to, what's the word? Compart.
Compartmentalize, yeah.
Yes, we
Yeah.
have to learn. Okay, so you
We
not
just,
my circle, but
mm-hmm.
we cool, but we just ain't cool. Like I'm gonna call you and be like, "Hey, you want to go to lunch today?"
Right.
You know, like I had to make that uh plain at work with certain people. I'm cool
Mm-hmm.
with you at work, but outside of here, that don't mean that I'm gonna be like, "Hey, what you doing?" You know what I
Right.
mean?
Yeah,
Like
that's
you
absolutely
gotta
right. Yeah.
learn who is in what level of your life.
Ooh,
You
that's
have to
deep.
learn,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
when you
Yeah.
learn that, then you don't what's the word I'm thinking of? You don't get disappointed.
Mm.
See, because at one point I would be like, oh, well, they not my friend. You know, like, what did I
Mm-hmm.
do to them? You know, you're
Right.
not taking it personal because it's like, I know you're not my circle.
Mm-hmm.
You're not my circle.
Mm-hmm.
You're not. I'm not
Yeah.
gonna get my feelings hurt
Right.
because
Right. Your
you.
opinion isn't even. It
You know
doesn't
what I
weigh that
mean?
much. Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So once you know that, then I mean, you already winning right there.
Right. Right.
You already
Right.
winning right there. Is by
Mm-hmm.
knowing the levels that the people that come in your life, what is that? What are their purpose
Right.
for being in your life? When you know
Right.
the
Right.
purpose,
Sit back and think.
then
Yeah.
then you're not gonna sit up here and you're not gonna get in your feelings.
Mm-hmm.
Some people are to come into your life to teach you a lesson. Some people are come in your life to be a blessing.
Right. Right.
You know, so
Yeah.
you just have to know what the assignment is. And in order to know what the assignment is, you got to be in tune. So in
You
order to be in tune, you got to have
listen.
that relationship with God. In order
Listen.
to
It
have that
all
relationship
comes
with
back.
God, you got to have some kind of communication with God.
Always.
You can't hear what you ain't
That's
talking
the
you what
order.
you ain't
That's the
talking
order.
to. You can't hear what you ain't talking to. In
That's
the Bible,
something.
it say that we should know His voice. How you know His voice? You got to talk to Him. Oh, she didn't cut out. It didn't got good. She gonna come back in. But yes, we gotta be in tune. We gotta know the assignment. In order to know the assignment, we gotta have that relationship with God. We have to, in order to have that relationship with God, we have to be able to. We have to communicate. We have to communicate with Him. In order to have communication, you have to talk. Otherwise, you just got somebody just talking to themselves. I think she's gonna be back in just a second. But y'all, hey, we why y'all ain't tell me we done been on here an hour and a half. Y'all still in here, so it's getting. I'm telling you, this season is gooder and gooder. I'm glad that she's on Central Time and not Eastern Time because it would be like super late. Oh, well, while she is coming back in, at least to end up the show, let me see. If you would like to financially give to the podcast, please do so. Y'all got the cash app right there at the bottom of your screen. It's been a good night. It's been a good show. Y'all financially donate to the podcast. Keep this thing going. We got some merch that is going to be in the works here soon. So y'all tune in. Maybe by the end of the season. Yes, that's my word, gooder. Yes. As a matter of fact, add an extra O on there. But financially give to the podcast. Tips Tuesdays is the Cash App. And you can financially give a different way if you would like to just contact me at tipstuesdays at gmail. Okay. That Cash App is about to hit your screen right about, I don't know where I put it. right about now. There we go. We got her back. Yes, if y'all like to financially give to the podcast, just put that cash app right there. As I've been saying, it's offering time. It's offering time. Go on and hit that cash app and be a financial blessing to the podcast. Anything helps. Um, everything that you see on here is glamorous for a reason. Because we put our hard earned money into it. Um, yeah. So, but we got you back. Look, it
Sorry,
was
so
getting,
embarrassing. So
it was.
embarrassing. Oh my god.
Oh
I
no,
need listen.
look, it's
Crystal.
happened before. Don't
I
trip.
need a crystal. See, we need to
Did
go
your
to
phone
church.
fall?
This is merch. This is merch right here. I need a crystal.
Did your phone
Shout out to
fall?
Crystal.
Did your phone fall?
No, I don't want to tell you.
Ah!
No, I don't want to say anything.
Oh, I'm gonna ask you after the show.
I'm sorry.
Hey, but it was getting good right there, right before you
I'm
crashed out.
sorry. Yes. People
I
do
might
people,
should
man.
use the
I'm
term
people.
crash out.
I am people.
Oh, that is hilarious though. That is hilarious. It's been a good time. I was telling them, I didn't realize we've been on here an hour and a half.
The loud one, it's me, blame me. I bet I'm talking about episodes been an hour
Hey,
and 5 minutes.
them be some good ones. See,
Here she
it's
comes.
good. This how you know that it's good because I still have people on here. Now, if it was just
Oh,
me and you,
I
then it'd
love
be like,
y'all.
oh, we done been
I
on here
love
a
y'all.
long time.
I love y'all. I love it. I love it. I promise
Hey,
you.
y'all remember to go and check out her podcast.
Thank
I
y'all. I really
promise
appreciate it.
you will be blessed by going to check out the podcast.
Thank
Crystal
you.
put the link in the comments. So
MVP.
go and check out that podcast. I promise
Thank,
you, if you just listen to one episode,
thank
you're
you.
gonna want to listen to other episodes.
Thank you.
So I have been blessed by the podcast just listening to it.
Thank you.
Awesome.
And
Keep
likewise,
doing
like I
what
said,
you're
we're
doing.
the same people. I promise. Like
Man.
we represent the same thing. So.
Hey, but the funny thing is you're a talker.
Mm-hmm.
Before I'm 3 years in now, but before I started this podcast, I did not want to start no podcast, just to put it out there. I didn't want to start no podcast. I don't like my talking voice. It's still,
It's fine though. Absolutely fine.
Everybody say that, but me listening to my voice, I'm like,
I think we all like that. I think we're all like that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
we all are.
I learned that it wasn't just me. I would hear other podcasters say the same thing.
Right.
But I'm glad that I kept going with it.
Yeah.
It's kind of wearing on me a little bit, a little
right.
bit.
Yeah, you're absolutely fine though. Get out your head. One of those things. It's
Get out my head. Get out my head.
Yeah.
So, but
Absolutely fine.
I wanted to say, keep doing what you're doing.
Thank you.
Many years of podcasting. It's fun. It
Yes,
really is.
it
It's a
is.
good outlet. It's a good release.
Mhm.
And as I stated before, us that motivate, we need to be motivated too. So,
Amen.
this is me motivating you. To keep going.
I
And
cry a lot. I cry a lot.
man,
Don't, okay?
hey, well,
Don't
just be a
do
crybaby
this now.
tonight because I'm gonna
Don't
tell you,
do this now.
keep going, keep pushing.
Thank you.
I don't care if it's one person out there listening to you, that one person needs you.
Right. That's awesome. That's awesome.
Don't look at the numbers because if you look at the numbers, you just gonna quit.
Right.
Right.
And
then if you look at the numbers, be like, man, that's 3 people that I don't know that I've been able to inspire. Even if one out of them 3 people you inspired, you've already done so much. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So just keep going. Don't let anything stop you from doing what you're doing.
Thank you.
Continue your ministry. Your podcast is ministry.
Amen. That's
Your
good.
podcast is ministry. A lot of people think that ministry is being behind a pulpit or being that hardcore preacher and all that. No, this is ministry.
Right.
This is ministry right here. So keep going, keep
Thank you.
going,
Thank
keep
you.
going.
Thank you. And before we go, I just returned all of those sentiments. You, as somebody who is nominated for 3 different awards, let's clap. Let's clap for Tiffany. Let's give it up for Tiffany. We sending her nothing but positive vibes, nothing but love, and nothing but votes. Nothing but votes.
Yes.
We got to get this 25K minimum. Got to get 25K minimum. So I just thank God for you. I thank God for what you're doing and how you're working. You're definitely about your father's business and talking about encouraging and motivating. That is what you have done for me tonight. So I truly thank you. I thank you for allowing me to be here and be just as loud and country as I want it to be. I love it all. And I
And we both from the country.
Huh?
We both from the country.
Well, listen. All right. Look, she didn't want to say it, but we both.
You in Mississippi, I'm in Arkansas.
Right.
Look,
thank you.
at least people done heard of Mississippi. You will not be you will be surprised how many people will ask, where are you from? And you be like, Arkansas, and they're like, where is that?
They mean Arkansas, girl. They're talking about Arkansas.
Yeah, I ain't saying it right, huh? That's what it is. Because I'm like, surely y'all know where Arkansas is. Don't do me.
I love it there. Yes, and when I go visit my niece, I'm gonna have to make us. We don't have to eat lunch or something. Because it's not like 6 hours.
For real,
it's like 6 hours. So
yeah,
I
you're
was
not
there
that far.
December,
Like I said, I got family in Mississippi that I just need to go and see them. I've never been to Mississippi. Though.
Yeah, we got to link up with each other and hug each other and stuff. Have lunch.
Yeah, man. And you know what? That is one thing that I have learned to love. I guess in a sense, since starting podcast, I've met so many people that is just genuine. Like if you was to knock on my door right now, I'd be like, hey, like you meet a lot of genuine people. I'm sure there's probably some people out there that's kind of crazy or whatever. But I ain't met none of them.
I had neither. It was discerned. We discerned it, like we just sorted and weeded them out, so it was fine. We didn't know.
Yeah. So I'm excited. We're gonna stay linked up.
Yes, we are.
Yes. So if you are still here with us in the comments, put in hashtag Live for Tuesdays. That's what we do, y'all. As I stated, y'all, we got some merch coming soon. So when that merch hits the website, y'all need look. Y'all need to be getting some of this merch, sharing the podcast. Remember, we are not hoarders of this inspiration, motivation, and encouragement. Remember to vote. Prepare to get sick of me. Because that's all you're going to see on all my social media. Y'all continue to follow me. I'm being more present with my social media content. So just continue to follow. You see something on social media, like it, share it. Continue. Do it twice a day or something. We getting this out there, like I said, I want them to see and hear Tips Tuesdays. I want them to be like, who is Tips Tuesdays? I gotta find out about it. So
that's a good woman there. That's a good woman.
Hey, look, we rolling. 3 years in, we rolling. So
that's all right. That's a blessing. That's such a blessing.
Most definitely. So do you have any last words that you would like to say? Any kind of inspiration that you would like to say?
I just want to say to everybody that just, be kind. I love everybody. I hope that everybody has a wonderful night or a wonderful day whenever you watch it. But also, and most importantly, just heal. Healing looks different for everybody. Healing look different for everybody, but heal. Whatever it is, something that's been stuck on you for years, or something that still rubs you the wrong way, something that makes you roll your eyes, like whatever it is. Don't let that bother you too much. Just heal from it. Don't worry, don't stress, and pray, because we know that God got us. He is the ultimate comforter, and he will never leave us nor forsake us. So I just hope that y'all continue to be blessed. And I thank you, Tiffany. This was awesome. Super awesome.
All right. So y'all, we live for Tuesdays. Remember to tune in next week, same time, 9 p.m. Central Time. I can't ever think of who my next guest is, but just know it gets gooder and gooder, and I'm gonna keep on saying that because it because this story Crystal off is gooder. I know it is. But yes, it gets gooder and gooder as the season goes further and further. So y'all tune in 9 p.m. Central Time, YouTube and Facebook Live next week. All right. So y'all have a great night, great day, whatever time you were listening, you looking, and we will see y'all next week. All right.
A little motivation for you. A little motivation for you. A little motivation for you. A little motivation for you.
Hey, babe. What you say?